Hello and welcome back to the ArloCast, episode 14. It is February 22nd, so 02/22/2021. I like that. I like numbers like that. It's about 10 a.m. I'm feeling good today. Got a good workout in this morning. Little arm pump going on. Look, oh, yeah, buddy. But yeah, got some arms, some shoulders, some, just general upper body. I like that for Mondays just because I find getting out of bed is very difficult for me. So then if it's like on top of that, now you have to do some shitty ass exercises you don't want to do that don't make you feel jacked in the mirror or whatever. It can be difficult to find motivation, but waking up and just getting a good arm pump in, a little shoulder pump, and you feel all jacked. You're like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm a beast. And you're not, but you can trick yourself into thinking you are, and it helps me get out of bed. So I like that a lot. Anyway, got a great night's sleep last night, another 8 or 9 hours sleep, so I've been really trying to going to bed early. I used to stay up way too late, and I enjoyed the times I did, I'd mostly just be on YouTube, looking up stupid shit and going down rabbit holes, generally on, like, large cats. I always found myself on that side of YouTube, like, looking up jaguar attacks and shit, just because I find them so fucking badass. But I would just waste so much time, and I'd go to bed at like 11:30 after staring at a screen like this for an hour and a half, and so then it takes me another hour to fall asleep, and then I'm waking up at 9:30 with only 9 hours of sleep, and I'm still feeling tired, versus going to bed at like 10 and not looking at a screen after about 9 or 9:30. And then I fall asleep before 11, and I wake up early as fuck, and I can get shit done this morning, the next morning. Hence what I'm doing right now. So I've definitely been really trying to love myself in that regard. Loving yourself has a lot of different facets, right? You gotta love your spiritual side, you gotta love your physical side, you gotta love a lot of different parts of yourself. Another side of me that I've been kind of neglecting that I'm trying to change is my eating, right? I've always been really good. Excuse me. I've been pretty good about working out, at least mostly in my adolescence and, early adulthood, right? As a kid, I was just kind of fat, and I liked soccer, but I was still pretty fat. And then I found a love for working out that I've kind of kept pretty steady for about like 6 or 7 years now. Wow. Anyway, that's pretty cool. I didn't even really think about how long that's been. So, yeah, about 6 or 7 years of pretty solid working out, and I've never eaten like terribly, but I've never eaten well, right? I mean, I'm at least fast food probably once a week, if not twice. A lot of greasy stuff, a lot of peanut butter, and I wasn't ever really bad about some of the eating, but I was never good. So I've been trying to step that up, getting some good greens in me, like some spinach, some watercress. I've never had a problem eating like proteins though. It's kind of like my food of choice. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm so stuffy and bleh, but whatever. But I've always had a pretty easy time with proteins. Be it any kind of meat or, seafood, anything like that, I can down it. I love that shit. So I've never had an issue with getting a good protein intake. It's mostly just the micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, that sort of thing. And I kind of lack that from just eating, the basic cuts, right? I'm never eating like a liver, so I'm not getting some crazy different like antioxidants and shit. I'm mostly just getting like good flavor and a lot of meat. But so I've been trying to up my my spinach or my watercress game, stuff like that. I've always really liked vegetables as well, broccoli, carrots, that sort of thing. So it hasn't been that difficult, but I'm really trying to emphasize it, right? Also been eating some oranges, if you can't see there. Been really liking those. I don't really eat much fruit, but, it's a great snack, real filling, and it's just, fun to eat. So can't complain. Oh, so it's almost March. March gives me some pretty good vibes. I don't know. I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet where it's like, like October has Thursday energy or February has Monday energy, which I totally agree with. January and February is like one long Monday. But then March gives me like a good Wednesday or Thursday vibe where it's like those weird Wednesdays or Thursdays where, you get off from work or school and you don't have anything to do and you end up hanging out with friends that night kind of night, March has good vibes. A little damp, a little wet, usually some heavy snows here and there, but, our temperatures are climbing up. We're at 35 right now, hoping to see 40 today. So, I'm just so thankful. But yeah, so I'm ready for March. March has some good energy. Some people don't like the smell of March. People think I'm weird for that, but there is a certain smell to March. It is the smell of like dead fish and sand. Sorry. It is what it is. At least around here, right? I live next to a river and next to a lake. And during March, when all the snow melts and, everything kind of comes to the surface, it smells like dead fish and sand. But I guess I've been conditioned to appreciate that smell just because I know it leads to not dead fish smell and sand and warmth. So I've kind of broken through that, oh, this stinks, to where it's like, ooh, this is good vibes. I really like March. I feel like it always reminds me of track, which I only did for the last 2 years of my high school times. But I was always mostly a football guy. I sucked at every sport I did. Non-disclosure, I was garbage at all of it. But I did have a special, track had a very special place in my heart. It was just fun. I don't know. Like, football was fun, and I love the people I did it with. But track had just great vibes. Just great vibes. So, I always, when I'm around this time of year, I always get really, back into running and, working out and shit like that. So, I'm excited for March. And hopefully everyone else is too. I'm going to cut this short. I have some shit to get taken care of today. But I will see you guys on the next video. Later, y'all.